federal relief for victims of Irene in New Jersey and New York. Right now, the rivers have crested after hitting record levels, but it could be sometime this weekend before the flooding ends. In Paterson, New Jersey, one of the hardest hit areas, families are waiting out the flooding at an evacuation center in Paramus. President Obama will travel to Paterson on Sunday to see the damage firsthand. Power also remains a big problem. More than 700,000 customers are still without electricity 3 days after Irene struck our area. But there is good news on the transit front. All the major train lines are running. We have several reports on the flooding and the power problems. We begin with Eyewitness News reporter Sarah Wallace and the devastation in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. Sarah.
And Liz, it is widespread. This is one of the homes that's been condemned. Hard to know how many will be, but let me show you why. This is what the Ramapo River did. It ripped this house right off its foundation. You are looking directly into the basement. It is full of putrid river water, like almost every home here. What's the hardest part?
I think the album.
Their now water-soaked wedding album. This was Alex and Laura Zwick's dream house, the newlyweds' first house. They spent thousands renovating it. The once salvageable treasure, this photo that hung in their bedroom above the raging waters of the Ramapo River. The river filled homes with up to 8 feet of water.
The water came in and took everything. It's like a fire. You've lost everything.
Afet Memetova finished repairing her home 5 months ago from the flooding in 2010. And this is what the river left behind, still wiggling fish.
I have 3 big ones and these little tiny ones, besides the crawfish.
It was only today it was safe enough for the 450 residents of this section of Pompton Lakes to begin to pump out the water.
How much is in that basement now?
It's hard for me to tell. It looks like probably 2 feet. My stairs collapsed. My stairs were taken away.
The smell of the dirty water overwhelming. Public safety officials began handing out packages of lime for residents to scatter on their properties to kill bacteria.
It's disgusting. It's so dirty, and I think that's what's affecting us the most.
PSE&G crews began the laborious task of turning off gas in every home, a precaution before it can go back on. The pieces of lives, there are so many that officials have now set up a special area to handle all the trash.
It's like a military operation to remove the stuff. If we were to take individual trucks, move them down to the dumps, we'd only be able to get rid of maybe 3 or 4 garbage trucks every hour. Now we're doing about 7, 8, 9 garbage trucks per hour.
And all of that trash is being carted away to Pennsylvania. Utility crews are telling us that they hope to have gas and electric go on sometime later this week, but it will take much longer than that to erase the memory of Hurricane Irene here. Live from Pompton Lakes, Sarah Wallace, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.